Well, hey guys, it's that time for another range test. This time I'm on the Inmotion V11. Monday, late afternoon, August 3rd. It's 5:15 right now. I'm probably going to be ending this at night. But such as it is. As usual, I'm going to be doing the same route that I do on all my range tests, and I'm going to do about the same speed, although I'm having a hard time keeping this wheel below 20 miles per hour. Generally 18 to 20 miles per hour. That's what I like to do a lot of these range tests at. I might go 22 sometimes, you know, but never like 25 or anything like that. This wheel wants to go very easily, just without thinking. I'm going 22, and that's 18 to 20 as reported by the app. As is usual, the GPS speeds are different. GPS says I'm going 18 and the app says I'm going 20. That's the way it is. They're all pretty much like that. My riding weight is right about 177 pounds with everything you see on me. I weighed myself before I started. Tire pressure is about 28 psi and the shocks are about 80 to 90, something like that. And I'll be climbing, I think, I'm not positive, 500, 600 feet total, because I'm going towards the mountains along this river, and then when I get there I'll be coming back down. So slow climb and slow descend. So I'll stop periodically and just give you a little update on how things are going. According to the Inmotion app, I have a range of 75 miles. I love how they come up with these numbers. You know, at least what they should do is let you enter your weight and then adjust it from there, because come on guys, there's no way a 1500 watt hour wheel is going to get 75 miles unless you're, you know, 120 pounds, maybe, right? So funny. All right, I will see you in a little while. Okay, I'm a little over 10 miles into the ride, and I'm about 85% battery under load. Going about 19 miles an hour right now. All this as reported by EUC World, which by the way does work with the V11. There's some issues, you know. Ziba's doing a great job of this, and he has to reverse engineer all this stuff. He's got zero help from Inmotion, so it's pretty impressive that it's working. But it is, so that's cool. Yeah, so everything's great. I'm sure you've seen maybe some of my videos before on the V11. At least my initial riding video, and since then I've done about 20 miles of trail riding at Griffith Park, and I love this wheel. It's so, particularly on trails where you got ruts and bumps and rocks, and you could just cruise straight through all that stuff without having to try and avoid it now. You know, 15-20 miles an hour just straight through it, and it's not jarring to the legs at all. It's fun. You can see some, there's a big divot right there, and head and go over that divot. It's kind of hilarious. I'm not sure if you'll kind of get over that, but maybe you won't, because it's fun. Adds a little more action to your riding. So I don't really have anything negative about the V11 so far of substance. I mean, it's not going to be a long range wheel, but we kind of know that. By the way, I'm thinking I'm going to get about 45 miles in this wheel. That's what I'm guessing, thereabouts. So we'll see how we do, how close I get to that estimate. My wife is at home by the phone in case I have to call to get a ride home. Oh, and there is a feature, which I think I've mentioned before, that is available to me now that I updated this, updated the firmware. I forget what it's called. I'll show you a screenshot. I'll show you my phone when I'm actually doing it, but apparently when it's low battery, you can throw the switch and you get some additional range to get home, or to get to your destination. So that's interesting. I have no idea how that's going to work. So I'm guessing you'll get a normal low battery tilt back when you're running low on battery, but if you throw that switch, that'll go away and you'll get some more miles. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works, because like all my tests, I'm going to run this down to 0 battery as low as I can go. All right, see you again later, probably 20-mile mark, something like that. I'm about 16 miles in and 80% battery, 78-80%. So doing pretty good. There's not much trail riding. I wouldn't say this is trail riding, but I get to use the shocks a little bit here. Once again, so comfortable. Now keep in mind, when you ride this wheel, probably any wheel with shocks, it's not like you're floating. You feel everything, but it just removes all the jarring aspects of all the hits that you take. So it smooths them out, and it just feels just like, I would describe it more as a rough sensation, rather than a pounding and harsh sensation on your legs. More like just vibration. So it's fun like this. Do this all day long, this trail, and it's fun. I know it doesn't look like much on the video, but trust me, on the other wheels, it starts to get to your legs after a while. All right, see you again in a little while. Okay, I'm approaching my turnaround spot. I would normally go farther with classical 1600 watt-hour wheels, but still don't want to run out of juice here, so I think I am going to turn around. I'm at about 23 miles and I'm at 65% battery. So if that holds true, I don't know if the dissipation of the battery is going to be linear or not. but if it's linear, as to what I'm seeing, it's going to have some pretty good range on this wheel. We shall see. But I mean, if I just double what I'm doing right now, I'm at about 50 miles. Yet I have over half battery left. This is great. Again, leisurely ride, 18, 20, 21 miles per hour. This has been the longest kind of street riding that I've been doing yet on this wheel. And it's just, it's validating how this is just a great wheel. I mean, for comfort, there are sections, I've ridden this so many times, so I just know where all the crappy roads are and with a lot of bad surface conditions, and which I never look forward to riding. And on this, it is nice. Again, you feel it just like vibrations, and but very pleasant. So super comfortable wheel, man. All right, I think I'll get back to you when I'm on top of the Santa Fe Dam, coming up here in 6 miles, something like that. Nice view of the surroundings. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm on top of the Santa Fe Dam. Mountains are that away. And about 28 miles in. Windy up here. 28 miles in and over 53% battery right now. So it's fantastic. I'm amazed if this holds up. I don't know. I feel like something's wrong, but when I look down, I see 3 out of 5 bars in battery. So everything is looking good. It's windy up here, and when you're holding your camera on a 9-foot selfie stick, the wind blows it around. By the way, I wanted to say another thing about these shocks is I think it makes this one of the safest wheels, and probably the S18, one of the safest wheels you can own. Because man, you can hit some pretty bad potholes, and it might be kind of jarring, but it doesn't really throw the wheel off. The shocks take a lot of the energy out. So I think these are going to be really safe wheels to ride. Out of the wind. Hopefully you can hear me. All right. Talk to you another 10 miles or so. This is the path that I rode on when I broke my shoulder. I hit a pothole that I didn't see. So I thought, I gotta ride this V11 down here. So I rode over that pothole and it's a pretty crappy trail here. Nothing. Yeah, sure, I felt it, but the wheel didn't really shake much. Yeah, man, if you want to be safe, ride a wheel with suspensions. So I'm at 36.5 miles and about 35% battery right now. So I'm down to 2 bars. I'm doing pretty good. I think I'll make 45 miles easy, I think. We shall see. All right, I will. I'll see you again, maybe 45 miles. See what it's like. See where I'm at that point. And hopefully the sun will still. Hopefully it'll be daylight still. Okay, I'm at almost 45 miles, 18% battery. I'm still running at 19 miles an hour right now, as reported by the app. Hasn't slowed me down yet. I'm sure if I tried to go 25 it would, but I'm not going to go try and go faster than 20 at this little battery. But pretty good so far. So it's made 45 miles. Whatever it does after this, it's just icing on the cake for me for this battery capacity. And I have 1 bar, 1 out of 5 bars. That's what's showing. So I'm within a couple miles of home. It's kind of like how I like it at this point. So now I can just burn off the extra battery by going up and down the bicycle path, you know, a few miles one way and back, and then when I start getting a low power alarm, I can just start heading home. That's how I manage these things. And there's still daylight a little bit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, so I think I'll just get back to you when the wheel has started beeping or doing something to let me know that I'm running low on battery. And then maybe we'll try that app switch to extend the range. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm 12% and under with the battery, and it's still letting me go 19 miles an hour. I'm impressed. No nagging. That beats Galway. At under 15%, I would not be able to go this fast on the Galway wheels. I'd be hearing that constant beeping, nagging sound. Yeah, so nothing yet. And the app says I have 14 kilometers range at this point. I can't do that calculation in my head what that equates to, but how many miles. But yeah, no, this is great. I'm not gonna have to burn the energy off here. Time to turn around. I've already gone one way, come back a few miles. I'm going to go another few miles that way. Got to be hearing something pretty soon. Yeah, I haven't felt any tilt back yet. Very impressed. All right. See you again. Hopefully when it's doing something interesting. Oh, by the way, you can see I have the light on now. It's getting that time of day. And by the way, I don't know if I've commented on a video yet, but the light works great. Did a lot of night riding a couple nights ago in the mountains, and beautiful. Very nice light to ride with. Don't feel like I need any extra light. Extra light's always handy to have, but certainly not necessary with this wheel, and you can still feel pretty safe riding fast. So good with that. Okay, it's funny. Within 30 seconds after that last sequence, the wheel, all of a sudden, I got tilt back. I gotta say, this is not good, guys. It's not horrible, but I mean, I was going maybe 18 miles an hour, something like that, and all of a sudden tilt back, the lights dimmed, the pedals tilted back. I don't know if you can see how much they're tilted like this. All that happened within a few seconds. I mean, I'd hate to see what happened if I was going 25. Way too abrupt. I mean, look at that. And the single bar is flashing. Okay, so that could be better. Let me check the stats. And give me a second here, and let me show you the screen. That's an alarm, by the way, or the horn. Okay, see if you can see the screen here. So I'm at 14% battery, resting, still tilting back, but when I was riding it was definitely under 14%, so it's probably recovered a little bit. So let me see if I can turn on this extended range. I hope it works. So you see this riding under low battery. Wow, look what happened. It just went up to 31% battery. That's a nice jump. Still really bad tilt back. So I'm going to turn off the wheel. It's lost its mind. It's tilting forward now. What's going on? Now when I switched on low battery, nothing happened. Okay, well, I guess this is a failure. Now, this is a pre-production wheel. Apparently the production wheels do have a different control board, from what Liam told me. There's no guarantees that obviously this low battery is not giving me any help here. For a second it did. It went from 14 to 30%. But the wheel's still tilting back. Well, at least I can kind of walk it. and now it's showing 2 bars. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I gotta recalibrate the wheel for kicks. Why not? Calibration. Maybe, let's see. It's not letting me calibrate. Okay, well, I'm gonna call this quits. I guess I'll walk home. It's about a mile and a half. I'll enjoy the night air. Let me give you the stats. It says I'm at 14% battery. Okay. Sorry about that. I had a battery died on the camera. So I've been walking for half an hour. You can see the condition of the wheel. So it's tilted forward very strongly. No matter what I do, I can't get that to come back. I wanted to give you some stats on the ride. So I got 48 miles. Well, almost 49, but I've been walking for a little while. So, yeah. Let's look at my stats screen here. I'm going to call it 48 miles, 23 miles per hour max speed, 15.15 average moving speed. You can see my elevation. I climbed up to 580 feet up. So, now let's see, let me show you the Inmotion app, if it's still running. See, now it just went up to 31%. But this doesn't do anything, so I'm going to give feedback to Inmotion, to Liam directly, that this isn't working, but this could be because of this is pre-production. But I have a feeling the way it behaves when it runs low on battery is not pre-production only, and that's pretty bad. You're talking within 3 to 5 seconds, you're going from 18 to 20 miles an hour to being literally kicked off the wheel with a tilt back like that, except the other direction. That's not safe. That's actually, I think, dangerous. So when you guys have the V11 production wheel, basically if you're down to around 15%, I'd be prepared to stop pretty rapidly. Yeah, it's too bad. So I got 2 bars, but it won't work. I'll turn it off. Turn it on. Nope, just tilts back like that. And I have to walk it like this, backwards, which is very inconvenient. You know, at least let you, at least even out the wheel to let you walk the wheel a couple miles potentially where you're going. This is really inconvenient. And then as I'm walking it backwards, the rubber handle is wanting to come off. So minor complaints. That's at the end of the ride, but it's interesting. Every wheel has different characteristics when it runs out of juice. So now we know a little bit about the Inmotion. Anyway, it's a solid 45-mile wheel, I would say, at fun speeds. You know, obviously you ride it harder, it's gonna be less, but It's about right in what I would expect for a 1480 watt-hour whale or thereabouts. All right, guys, hope this was interesting, and I'll see you later in my next V11 video. See you guys later.